There is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if their prize is their fall, we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets build a glorious song of victory. We scarred our might around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
Oh Nana, land of the rising sun, John Lovine, my originality. Land of the rising sun, Biafra, land of the rising sun, Biafra, my home, my fatherland. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Biafra,
morning, good afternoon, good evening. Some people of conscience around the world. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live as always all the way from Biafra land with every degree of certainty reaching you across the globe. Radio Biafra Extra streams through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio. I am George ONYIBE, and I hail from Delta State, Abo to be precise. This morning, without wasting much of our time, we will go out and look at one or two issues as they affect us as a people. In regard to this Biafra restoration project, we have told you that under our watch, the Biafran watchmen, under our watch, nobody will sell the next generation. This will be the end, and we are not going anywhere. As far as this decision is concerned, as far as our position is concerned, we are not going anywhere. And so those of you who have sold us already, you need to upgrade your plan. The people of Biafra everywhere, I must acknowledge you, I must appreciate all of you, genuine ones. Make sure this message gets to everybody. I thank the Almighty Creator, for without Him we are gone as a people. It remains my hope and my stay, the very confidence assurance that we shall see the end of this journey. This journey will not see our end. This morning, the very 6th of June 2022, I want to bring our attention to certain atrocities being committed by Nnamdi Kanu, and yet most of us are working hard to help him cover it and change the narratives. This is what our fathers did. Today, Igbos are divided against themselves, and we are ashamed to see it. When you say it, you become sabu. Igbos are dividing against themselves. Igbos are even denying their identity. This is what our fathers did, and this generation want to repeat the same thing. All that is left of us within the southeast, if you continue to bring it together, you will see further division you have not even thought of. Ohaneze Ndibu will not change this process. World Igbo Congress will not change this process. The Alagbo Development Union, to mention but a few, none of them can change this process. It is only the truth that can save us, nothing more. Others may sin and go away with it, not us. Others can kill and go away with it, not us. But as far as we abide within these divine principles, they will descend on us, but they will never conquer us. In the end, we will always emerge victoriously. We'll move on to our topic this very morning, which I entitled The Desperate Art of Nnamdi Kanu to Cover the Truth. The Desperate Art of Nnamdi Kanu and his cohort to cover the truth. They are doing everything they can. Now, first of all, let's go back to what happened in Ondo State, or to be precise. Some group of gunmen invaded the Catholic Church. They activated an explosive, a bomb, which left the people in a very confused state, and then they started shooting sporadically into the congregation. Nigerians said about 50 died, but just add 10 behind that 50, maybe approximately 500. And now, Owo, as a Yoruba state, Ondo State, I need you to carry out a forensic investigation. If you want to see the genuine heart, the sincerity of Yoruba people, go to Ondo. You will hardly see an Ondo person misbehaving. Very difficult. This is the heart of civilization of the Yoruba nation. And they are peaceful. They are advanced. They are educated. They are enlightened. They are mature. So what would they have done that warrant unknown gunmen, terrorists of the north, to invade their country? community and left them dead. And this also makes me to begin to call out on our pastors, religious leader, Christian religious leader. You are hiding now. You think it will not get to you. I send this message to Deboye, Kumuye, Oyedepo, all the men of God, Ibiyomi, all of you jumping up and down that you are taking us to heaven. The very heaven you are not ready to go to. I respect the church because I'm a reverend. All of you from Pope, all of you in our land, you are shining and politicizing the very life of your people. The church is the easiest place to stop. And I can assure you that very church now, many people will not attend that church again, at least for a very long time. All they need to do is to strike you, and then the people becomes afraid because we've been living in the prison of fear. But now most of you, why am I referring to you, is that most of you are accomplished in this journey. You see evil, you cover evil, and then you give us the picture of a righteous man. It's okay. It's a gradual process. And so these people were killed. Ondo State, like I said, is the best breed of Yoruba nation. And this happened to them. Why? And this is our one Nigeria. Buhari is very happy and comfortable. The Northerners are enjoying the whole show. Fulanis don't forgive. You touch them, they are going to come for you. My brother, we don't forgive you. Go and ask Nnamdi Kanu. We don't forgive you. But then, we are not looking for somebody to offend us so that we say we don't forgive. We believe in live and let's live. Why am I going there this morning? The same thing is repeating itself in Igbo land, in Biafra land. Biafra land was peaceful, only terrorized by external influence. And then we came and said, let us stop this external influence. And then along the line, Nnamdi Kanu initiated a very corrupt processes because he have seen money, he have seen fame, he have seen glory. He want to get it all. But he forgot nobody shares the glory with God. In an attempt to silence us, he initiated blackmail, he initiated character assassination, terrorism, which is playing out today. Introduced a militia group. He called them ESN, but they have names like Dead Man Walking, like Lion Squad, which have raped, killed, murdered Igbo with the same signature of the Fulani herdsmen in Igbo land. But you see, very painful. To the extent that a Methodist primitive came and tell you he was kidnapped and they pay 100, all in an attempt to cover Nnamdi Kanu atrocity. Our politicians are worst. Soludo disappointed me, and he still disappoint me for going to shake hand with Nnamdi Kanu. Maybe that will stop unknown gunmen. We keep telling you the truth on this platform. When you are ready to stop this evil, I tell you, in 1 week, all of them that fail to repent will run out of Biafra land. But then, be playing politics, you must understand the consequence of your actions. And now, having given them different name, Nnamdi Kanu hired some group of criminals, and then they messed everything up. Today, every day, they are killing Igbo people, both the bad ones and the good ones. We are losing people. That is one truth that we cannot run away from. This is one truth. There is no place we can run away from. Unknown gunmen somewhere went to kidnap somebody in Oko, and they were neutralized. They were recycled. And now, some people before now, or let somebody go and give testimony, they will tell you it's Fulani headsmen. Oh, IPOB is not responsible. Nnamdi Kanu is telling you, oh, community, help us to expose unknown gunmen. Nnamdi Kanu, we are doing what you want. You are the unknown gunmen. You are the creator, the pioneer of unknown gunmen. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one responsible for the killing in Igbo land. But what will our people say? Oh, it's evil, it's evil. But we will keep telling you this truth, irrespective of whose fault is God. We put our blood in this thing. We put our blood in this thing. And I remind you once again, when we joined IPOB, and even as a reverend, I went to take oath, not because I'm not sure of myself, because I want myself to be very, very sure I cannot save the next generation. And those of you who didn't even take paper oath, you are judging me. You don't have the moral standard. We're losing brothers and sisters. Let's go to the first audio.
You're the unknown gunmen. Una say God know they enter una na. Una they kidnap. Come kidnap person for Oko.
After the fire, the motor seriously.
And so una they do nothing. See yourself. See una motor una car. See juju full your body everywhere. You are judging. Your body juju. With confirm AK with double magazine.
Yes.
Double magazine. Double magazine. See una kidnap this man. Say God no dey enter una na. See juju where he put for steering self. Juju dey for steering o. See juju for steering. The juju where you carry why you are doing bad thing, how the juju go help you? Let you people leave people to rest. People leave this in, go and learn work. Stop killing people in this town. Eh? Just imagine. See juju where they for steering. Can the juju assist you to kill people, kidnap people? Eh? God help us today with Jamuna. Now they run, now they say God know they enter. God know they enter. Juju, they for your two leg, they for this one, all juju everywhere.
See what the type black something type of
See the one way, see all the juju where they for your west. See the juju.
All these juju, I want you have come the same one. Look at.
Who tell you now say juju, they permit you to do bad thing?
Look at. See your leg. Look at. Look at. How many juju? See what? Why did juju? See, they don't do. There's a blade. Tear for themselves. You don't disappear now.
How you know disappear? Criminal.
And now, this is the voice of security apparatus in Anambra State. A group of criminals went to Oko to kidnap somebody. They are unknown gunmen. They use charm to scatter all over their body. IPOB would have run to social media and say, oh, they are Fulani, look at their belt, look at their charm. I'm not telling you Fulanis are not doing this. They are. IPOB is not responsible for what happened in Ondo State. I must tell you that. That is the real internal process we were trying to save ourselves from in one Nigeria. Fulani who are not Nigerians, they are not indigenous to Nigeria. How they continue to rule our life should be a question all of you should begin to ask yourself. And then we thank British government for loving us. They love us so much. They even give us Jesus Christ. British government, we thank you. Let me leave that side. Now the Kanu initiated the unknown government. Today, look at what they are doing in Igbo land. Igbos are gradually disassociating from Igbo. And I repeat and tell you once again. Nnamdi Kanu continue activity of unknown gunmen. You send the first one. We have warned you. You didn't listen. Some criminal Igbo-minded people are supporting you. You came the second one. I hope you are enjoying the reception. Come again. And I keep begging our Igbo people, those of you sending in Nnamdi Kanu, tell him his madness cannot come close to Anyoma. You know, the best way you will interpret this is, oh, they are dividing themselves as an our brandibo nkafu basar genwa. But I'm telling you, since some of you can choose to rob yourself as clean as you are with a mud, dirty, stinking in Nnamdi Kanu, with the exposure on ground, may the Lord be with you. Because this thing, you bring it down to Anyoma land, what you will see, you are not ready for it. All of you under Nnamdi Kanu claiming to be unknown gunmen, we will hunt you down. We will touch that which is dear to you. As Ohaneze Igbo and World Igbo Congress want them to kill Igbo in the southeast, then continue, enjoy it. And so for Nnamdi Kanu to subdue all of us, you have to lie. You have to lie. You have to black blackmail us. He have to character assassinate us. He has done it in the past, but never again. To save the life of our people is very easy. But when most of our leaders, monarchs, clergy are supporting these atrocities, NGO, opinion model, we know some of you are doing it because you don't want to be visited by unknown gunmen. You don't have to be afraid. You just have to do the right thing, and they will be gone. Criminality is being commercialized in Igbo land. Terrorism is being praised. God's Elohim sent unknown gunmen. He had our prayer. Our brothers who died are unknown gunmen, and God is killing them again, but this time in a very dishonorable fashion. The reason why I came up this morning is because we've been going from one series of meeting to another, and it's affecting my program one way or the other. We cannot keep quiet for a minute. I may not be able to come up in the evening, but I will try my best to be there. But despite that, this truth cannot be swept under the carpet. I came across one of Nnamdi Kanu desperate attempt to silence, to deceive and change narratives. And I think you should hear about it. Those of you supporting Nnamdi Kanu, you're supporting unknown gunmen. It will get to you. Don't forget, we are not in a hurry. Let us go back to the main content of this broadcast, which is the audio coming from one of Nnamdi Kanu media warrior and recruit. But you see, lie can move very fast, but the truth will catch up with it and overtake it eventually. Let us go to the audio, and then we'll follow it simultaneously, analyzing part by part for the sake of the next generation. Let us continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is King Uma Solomon. This is King Uma Solomon, and I'm here once more. I'm here because I have important thing to talk about today. And that thing I have to talk about today is what you are seeing on board here. So as you are seeing, there are 15 people on board, and there are 15 faces, and they have one thing in common that connects all these 15 people that are there. Some of them you may know them, and some of them you may not know them. So for that reason, before I start, let me go and mention their names so that you know exactly who I'm going to talk about today, because I'm actually going to talk about them. Okay, so let's go. So the first person you see I'll be counting is Uchemefo Uchenna Sebu, Nkirukan historian, Rafu Wazurike, Nelly Ofebu Itu, Emeka Siri, Clifford Iranya, Obiji Obienu, what is the name of this guy? Ikena Manoneni, George ONYIBE, Asari Dokubo, Rita Anibog, Uchenna Madu, Candy Starward, and Chukwumadike. These are the people we are going to talk about today. The reason we are going to talk about them is because these people you see here are very, very angry today. They are very, very angry. Oh my goodness. Each and every one of these people are angry. Maybe Owazurike is not all that angry. I will say the softest person there is Owazurike. But these are people that have been agitating or had agitated in the past with IPOB or agitated for Biafra. But all of a sudden they were either sacked or removed from their post or replaced, and then they became angry for being removed or for being sacked or for being replaced. And some of them left on their own too, like Nelly Ofebu and join a new country. Maybe as he do.
Now let's take it from there. This is Nnamdi Kanu recruit. I told you, for his desperation to shout the truth, he only have one weapon which you must be afraid of: character assassination, blackmailing, nothing else. IPOB soar on the wings of lying. No more lying. This is one of the media warrior. He's hiding under Nwaking. It's Nnamdi Kanu that sent them. And some of you will say, oh, you got to focus on this guy. You got to focus. I don't know this guy. Now he mentioned 15 of us. I am the judge ONYIBE. And he said we were agitating or somehow agitated for Biafra. And then because they sacked us, we got angry. Very, very angry. Point number one. He said all these people he has mentioned, that Chief Rafael Wazirike is not the one very angry. He's calm. One day I shall talk about Chief Rafael Wazirike. He's playing born again. He's our elder, our daddy. He said he's going to cover the truth. Then Nnamdi Kanu on the other hand is negotiating ground. Maybe Wazirike is repenting to join the criminality, or maybe Wazirike will stand for the truth. We already know the game. But they cannot mention those against Nnamdi Kanu atrocity without mentioning him. That is why they put him there. So remove Wazirike. Wazirike is not part of their target in this blackmail. You see how he singled him out and tell him, well, he's not very angry, because in recent days now, Wazirike, I don't even understand. Maybe he loved the unknown gunmen. He will answer, but we will tell all of you the truth in your face. And then we move to the point 2 I want you to get from this audio. It's very important, because if we fail to address this issue, that is why they will come out and tell you, if Ajona is evil, Hasikopabe is evil, everybody is evil. And most of these people, Igbo stood and watched Igbo wipe away their lineage. A crime unconfirmed. Without hearing their own side of it, we saw this evil. We have witness, victim of such society. It can't happen again. Then he exonerated indirectly Rafael Wazirike. And then 15 of us, he said, has worked for IPOB, and they refused to pay us. So we now get angry. Now let's look at, first of all, Nkiru Historian. Nkiru Historian are those flawless people who served, and their sincerity is transparent. But they may be gullible one way or the other, because we all believed in Nnamdi Kanu blindly. I think she resigned honorably, and that is because she saw something she don't want to see. She better go for herself. She's still on sincere active evangelism on social media, and I pray God will continue to keep them and their conscience alive. I don't know if she's being paid, because she's not the member of IPOB hierarchy office. Maybe hierarchy inside in Nnamdi Kanu pattern. And then we look at Alhaji Asare Dokubo. Alhaji Asare Dokubo has never been a member of IPOB. But for God's sake, IPOB is the people of Biafra. And so he was ready to give every necessary support as when needed, if he could, which he did. We all heard the saga of how he took 20 million, he ate 20 million of Nnamdi Kanu. But the truth is, I may not like Asare, I may hate Asare, I can attack Asare tomorrow, but I think Asare is more than that. Alhaji Asare is more than that person that will steal 20 million. If you put billion or you convert it to dollar, I think I will say it's okay. Have you considered his financial capacity? Do you know how much he earned monthly basis? I'm not here to tell you how he got it, or do you know how much he earned on monthly basis? And then Nnamdi Kanu with his dirty stinking matter, oh, he's still our 20 million. Asare heard his peace, because if you go further into that matter, many Igbos will fall. He knew, and he does not want that. But they included him. So IPOB refused to pay Asare again. Asare now got angry. I could begin to mention name and name and name. They talk of Chukwuma Dike. For instance, Chukwuma Dike is a dogged, rugged Biafran. He initiated, what is the name of this his group? BSS or BMS. And they were fighting seriously, agitating for Biafra. But I noticed, according to their principle, we are antagonizing each other in the process, and there are some activities that are not right, and as such should not continue. I called Chukwuma Dike, and I said, this is what you are doing. This is how it affects what we are doing. If you continue, I will antagonize you. So Chukwuma Dike, in the first place, is not a direct member, it's not a member of IPOB. I think having discussed with him, that is when he joined IPOB. Because we were coordinating our people. We don't want criminal, we don't want evil. He joined IPOB. He was so happy. At least now he can fight for his fatherland. Chukwuma Dike went to Aruchukwu and took this oath. Not the kind of shrine we went to, but he took the oath in Aruchukwu. He's never been close anywhere IPOB hierarchy. He is just a proactive member of IPOB then. So who was paying Chukwuma Dike? He was great and doing what he was doing outside IPOB. He came in IPOB just to be accepted. Now, how could he be angry that Nnamdi Kanu didn't pay? IPOB stopped paying them. They now got angry. This is cheap blackmail coming from Nnamdi Kanu. That is how they rule. We are the custodian of this event. We are the gatekeeper. We know everything happening, and may God not allow us to lie against anybody. These people are alive. They are not going to respond, but that is their business. But I'm only saying, talking about them to point out to you, at least in the presence of two or more witnesses, a matter is established. If we take the issue of Alhaji Asare Dokubo and Chukwuma Dike, you will understand that even though some people were being paid, but I don't think anybody is angry because they withdraw their payment. And I don't think IPOB is paying these people who are not even member of IPOB. And then we talk about Nelly Ofuebu, Ido Kingdom. Why did they bring Nelly here? Point 3. And now let me advise you. Simeon Ekpa, you will be rubbish. You will not understand. We are the ones saving you. We are saving you because each time we say the truth, he exonerates you. But you are evil, and you will not escape it. One way or the other, nature will decide how to deal with you. You are a criminal from day one. Most people of conscience, Igbo people, know you are a criminal. Your arrangement was made in America. Your contract is to change narrative, turning the pressure group to a political machinery. You can't do that. Now you're only doing to collect your balance payment. And you know Nnamdi Kanu cannot be trusted. IPOB cannot be trusted. And so what do? You develop a defense mechanism, ready to improvise as when necessary. They will touch you and you will respond. But you are a very big idiot. For you to come and tell us in this kind of developed world that Nelly Ofuebu used juju to tie everybody, including you, Simeon Ekpa. You are an idiot. I just begin to see the level of idiocy. Nnamdi Kanu knew you are a perfect mugu. And let's pray you do the right thing before it's too late. Let's continue.
Believe it.
Now, point 4, before we continue with the audio. It talks about Ido Kingdom. He said, Nnamdi Kanu that hired Nelly Ofuebu. These people were never part of IPOB. They never know the structure of IPOB. Yet when they come out and narrate what is going on, it's amazing. Before this issue came to the public, for 4 years, we have talked to Nnamdi Kanu. We have paid pleaded with Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot destroy the image of Biafra. You cannot sell the next generation. We saw everything. We pleaded with him. You want money, take it. You want fame, take it. You want to be God, take it. Nobody's dragging. But you cannot desiccate on the grave of those who have died. But then we have created a platform that makes you think he's a God. He's flawless. He is untouchable. He's insatiable. He's everything. He died for us. Our Jesus. Oh, Elohua. He's even God. And now we know we have built a monster. It must be starved. They hired people. We know the issue of Tom Stewart, or what do you call the girl in America? He was brought into IPOB by Benjamin Madubugu. Nnamdi Kanu, especially that time he was going to friend his new secretary. That girl, he appointed his new secretary. When he was jumping up and down, sleeping with single ladies and single mothers, jumping everywhere. He saw that fine one. I'm sure he's sleeping with that girl's mother also. Nnamdi Kanu, take me to court so that we do sperm test in that woman's body. Idiots everywhere. He recruited them. They carry out the plan. We know what to do. Their greatest arch enemy they want to bring down is Mazimefo. Mazimefo knew the truth in the end. Maziobi, they knew the truth in the end. But they wish, they hope, they believed Nnamdi Kanu will change. Now let me tell you, to the last time I noticed or I checked, Mazimefo did not resign from IPOB. He stooped aside. He separated himself from the chaff and he watched all of you. And IPOB took on social media. Oh, he has resigned. Oh, he didn't resign. Let Nnamdi Kanu explain him. Nnamdi Kanu sack him. If you see me on a part to replace him, most of you deceiving yourself. That Europe you are staying will not. We will send you to Madagascar. We will send you to where you will never know the road to come back home again. You think Europe will save you? Germany will save you? America will save you? There are things we can do. You are not coming home because your account will be frozen, because all of you are thieves. Your account will be frozen. And he's threatening us. You don't have sense. You will not sell this next generation. And let's leave it there and continue with the audio.
Following her. Why is Simon not following her? You know, stuff like that. Now, each and every one of them has a reason that he is being annoyed for. And his anger is what we come to talk about today. Now, first of all, listen. We know they are angry because they have been removed. Today what we come to talk about is, why are they angry? Who is at fault? And what is the remedy? What can we do to stop this type of anger among ourselves? Because to me, what I see now is there are more Biafrans fighting against Biafrans than the Fulani. I'm telling you, if you count how many former IPOB members fighting IPOB today, there are too many. All the people who started with Nnamdi Kanu during the 2013, 14 and 15.
And now this question. Why is it that more than 90% of Nnamdi Kanu's supposed enemy were once member of IPOB, or were incorporated, or have collaborated with Nnamdi Kanu? Why? All of them are liars, all of them are cheats, all of them are drunkard, all of them are womanizer, all of them are gay, all of them are saboteur. Why? Asare about 4 or 5 years ago made a broadcast. He said to Nnamdi Kanu, the reason I'm keeping you quiet is because those people you train, they will be the one to bring you down. He said before, none of your followers can attack you or talk bad about you. He said then a year later, 25% of them will attack you. and say rubbish about you. He said later on 50%. And as of the time he was making that very statement, he said almost 70% of your followers on the Kanu are the ones attacking you. Why? He said with this I knew that those who have worked with you and helped build you, they'll be the one to destroy you. It was prophetic declaration, and now it's playing out. And this is bingo. Give you that insight. Why? So we hate Biafra or we hate Nnamdi Kanu? Why? That we are being paid. You go to my broadcast, go to YouTube, at least for easy search, go to the month of June, May last year, last year of course, and then you see most of the broadcasts there is talking about being paid. When I was expelled honorably from IPOB, it was without offense. They didn't tell me what I did. IPOB didn't tell me. Nnamdi Kanu, they didn't even say I was expelled. And even when they wrote a memo, that was when they included my name, because they knew the memo will not go viral that much, but those within the system, the caucus, would get that information. And now the Kanu came on air and said that the George ONYIBE, Meriri Terene have been replaced. We'll have to replace George ONYIBE. And some people called him and said, what of George ONYIBE? Where is he? He told them that I've been assigned to do a different, more committed job, you know. I knew how IPOB function. I have told them in the DOS. Now, you want to steal and rob our people. I will not agree. Now, allow me to go peacefully. I can't be part of this atrocity. I have said it in my previous broadcast. But if I live here, you people will blackmail me. I will follow all of you up. I will not leave all of you. Now they can't avoid mentioning my name, because that is when their destruction, all of them will start. He that is often reproved without correction, his calamity, his destruction will come without remedy. These are the words of God. Allow me to go. Nobody will know I existed. For 4 months, I never said anything. I never broadcasted. I was watching my brothers, how they treat people. At least I should be able to tell myself the truth. BIAFRA Right Radio hit the airwave. Mazemefo was trying to appeal to the conscience of our people, alongside with Mazi Ubinu. This is the situation of 10. Aboard the ship, and I'm still telling you this morning, leave IPOB, disassociate from IPOB, or get ready to be disgraced. Let Nnamdi Kanu finish his negotiation in Abuja. Get ready to be disgraced. We will keep this record straight. I never said anything for 4 months. I was watching them. But you see, Nnamdi Kanu read 48 laws of power. It is the principle he used. That is his tactics. But I think he missed a part of that very strategy. And that is, number one, the author makes it clear that it has negative and positive influence. He never considered the negative influence of his actions. He believes in crush your enemy completely. And the author of 48 laws of power, under that very section, will say, when that your enemy knows that the way you function is to crush them completely, they will now get ready for you. Now the Kanu leaves nothing, spares nothing, soulless, heartless. He must destroy you till you are gone. And now that we know, it's an Amadubu. It is only a palm tree, only a tree you will tell, I'm going to cut you down tomorrow, and the tree will be waiting for you. Nnamdi Kanu, we are waiting for you. Come and destroy us. For 4 months, I did not say anything. I would have joined the human rights to talk then, but I have to talk to my people. I went on consultation to tell them what is happening. I have to talk to God and wait upon Him until my change came. And meanwhile, within these 4 months, Nnamdi Kanu came on air, they were talking about me. He didn't tell you that I left IPOB because I was not being paid. They said I was sleeping with people's wife. I am a drunkard. I stole transmitter money. George Ubonyoshi. And the testament are still there. The one that called his name, what is this Okuku man who have defied many Igbo girls in the name of Biafra agitation? Darlington. A Darlington I take as a brother. Darlington and Barrister Jofo were the people Nnamdi Kanu sent to beg me to calm down. I say my calming down, or what made me get angry, is that Nnamdi Kanu is doing something that is wrong. As far as he continues doing that wrong, I cannot calm down. That is why I'm saying I'm waiting for Nnamdi Kanu to come forward. I said among the people Nnamdi Kanu sent to calm me down, they were ready to bribe me when they saw it's not as they planned. Darlington is one of them. If you know Darlington, tell him the last time he spoke to me, what did I do to him? I cut him off because he was an idiot. I cut him off because he was trying to authoritatively tell me how it's going to be. I said, boy, you be idiot, get out here. And I cut him off. Ask Barrister Jofo. That is why I'm waiting for them. One day, let Barrister Jofo get angry and sue me to court. Put your wife in DSS, all of you, except you are going to poison me inside your facility. But I tell you, it's not in your place to do that. I will disgrace all of you because all of you are accomplice. You're trying to blackmail us and say you are the man of God. They are thorough everywhere. They opened the radio station. I see the hot, I see the pepper. Recruited my own brothers. Where is the idiot? What is the name of this idiot that called me riffraff? Is it not Eric with OBDK? Nnamdi Kanu agent everywhere. They hired many of them. Faith Ogala, Efe, all of them. The topic of the day was George ONYIBE. Now, if it never occurred to you to caution them to leave me alone, and you are coming now to tell me to leave Nnamdi Kanu alone, thunder will fire your generation. You are part of the evil. You people were enjoying it. I see the hot, I see the pepper. This black men start destroying family. Is it Rosofina they call her from Anambra State? She died. She couldn't bear it. When the husband heard in Plateau State that I was sleeping with the wife, that is the reason I come to Plateau State, matrimonial issue started. I told my people all in diaspora. In fact, they picked up a lawyer to raise this matter up. You know, as IPOB function, Pastor Jack was there, change all the narratives. The woman was forbidden from taking up this matter. Because that is one thing we don't, my people don't joke with it. If you like, go and do a shower, it has great consequence. When you, if you are a man, if you like, get 1 million girlfriend, it's not a crime. As far as they are not betrothed to any man. But for you to cross another man's wife, then you're just writing your death warrant. And only God will save you. Except it's out of ignorance. But that ignorance must not repeat itself. And so we don't joke with that. And I told them, this woman, I barely know her. Go and ask Kenneth Ogani. He knows the truth. Because when I go to the north, I don't talk to any coordinator. I talk to the representatives. I mean, yes, the representatives. And it was everywhere. People were asking me, this, what am I hearing? What am I hearing? One of my town women in London even called me and said, I never knew you are a drunkard. Which drug do you take? He insulted me. I have all of them for them. Now I'm not hearing about her again anymore. Oh, are you knowing the truth? And then it was okay. Now, if I have left IPOB, I wrote appreciation letter. I thank all of you who supported me financially. And I moved on with my life. Why for 4 months? That 4 months I gave to you, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, AK, Unko, are for only that these 4 elements of life might bear witness in the testament between me and you. You don't know I'm a spiritual man? Let's continue listening. And then so they refuse to
90% of them are now fighting against Nnamdi Kanu. Some even want him dead. And the one that keep
if Nnamdi Kanu dies, I think according to this book, Biafra will come quickly. If he dies, Biafra will come quickly. The guy is not dying. Just sorry for this noise. The guy is not dying. The guy is eating money, entering private jet, lodging in first 5-star hotels, sleeping with every young girl and single mother all over America. The guy is not dying. Is Nnamdi Kanu life worth more than those he has killed? Those are people he has killed. And I'm thank God you know 90% of Nnamdi Kanu loyalists are against him now. Could this be contradicted? Could it be a mistake somewhere? Or did these people see what this idiot or they are the ones being paid? Let's continue.
Now, what caused it? The cause we have already known that it was because they were sacked. Now, but why are they being angry because they were sacked when they are fighting for the liberation of Biafra? Because this is not a work. If you are removed because there are better people to occupy your position in struggle, you do not have to be angry about that. But there is a reason. When these people were fighting for Biafra, they were paid for their job. So they did not render their service for free. So
now let's look at that area. They took our job from us, which is agitating, and so we start fighting Nnamdi Kanu because we want our pay. We must be eating the money. He said we don't have job. There are some areas of my life that is not meant for the public. I need people to approach me, and then I will respond to them in that capacity. You will understand we are not fools. But let's look at the one that is already known to majority of the people. I come from a family that is largely involved in transportation business. If you come to the old Agbo, you see majority of our fathers are transporters. You have Iribuem, you have Nkonyaswa, you have Mamoswak, you have Ujogu. My father falls on the list. I am the son of human trust is vanity. That is what he writes on his truck. One of the owners of trucks in Agbo. Let me leave it there. And almost all the family in that era, it was transportation business. Chukwemeka Udumogojuku father, what was his business? He's a transporter. So then it was a very lucrative business. And so we're not poor. I started driving truck at the age of 17. And people wonder, how can you drive truck? Trailer. At the age of 17, I was driving trailer. Truck. When our driver parked them, I drive them and move away. I was not a soft meat anyway. That is just for another day. And so, coming back to where do they work? I am a general overseer, Sanctuary of God's Church, before I joined IPOB. I've said all these things before, but for the sake of this audio, let's repeat it again. I am the owner of the school known as Juniper Academy. I am the owner of Royal Pavers Interlock, a construction firm. I use minimum of 3 cars over a decade before I head of IPOB. I have been a landlord more than 7 years of my own building in Port Harcourt then, before I head of IPOB. I have done things for myself. I have told you we are 10, my mother have. 11 rather, 10 boys, 1 girl. aside the girl, I worked to pay their bill to travel to Europe and wherever they are. I pray God will help them. My money, I never knew IPOB. In fact, my younger brother, the last son of my mother that died in India, I have even sent him to India before I joined IPOB. I think then to get accommodation for him, other preparation, I spent about 780,000. It's my money. I don't know IPOB. And the only one I would say I didn't spend much to help him, but yet I provided him. I have a car wash in Lagos, Obalende, Lagos. I have a car wash there since 1994. It's still there till today. Go and bomb it on non-government, thunder, fire all of them. I gave it to one of my younger brother. He's a marine police as we speak, and so he travels with ships. So what are we not saying here? Because they want you to believe we are jobless. We don't have. In my church, over 70% of my members work with the SPDC. Over 70% of my members work in oil company. It's said that they are working in Saipem or any, which are the same actually, or Shell. Almost all of them. Because those who had the privilege of being there, I told them, all these our graduate unemployed, please help all of them. And they start helping each other. They start helping each other. All our people, all members. And all of them thanked me for it. They warned me. But I said, this is a choice I have made. I will walk on this path. And believe me, there is no regret. I will walk on this path to the end. But now they are telling you, hey, wait, they are not paying them again. My motto DSS is still with today. Did I buy it under IPOB? I think I have bought that vehicle more than 4 years before I joined IPOB. Because I know how to use car. It doesn't die. I drove some of my car 11 years. You think I just bought it yesterday. I'm a very rough guy, but when it comes to certain things, I am very careful in managing them. Did I get it from IPOB? I know that people have great achievement. And then he's telling you, he wants you to make you feel that, oh, these people, they are beggars, they are beggars. You see, IPOB will come and say, Judge ONYIBE a block loader. He said this one just to run me down. But I keep thanking God. Nnamdi Kanu didn't go to school. He was expelled from school. That is why the only area of school he can tell you is that he went to, which school again for Abia? Criminal. But they are the one that, oh, Mazimefo is dying, he's hungry, no family, no this one, oh, Mazimefo, no more pain. I was the one that made everybody believe that all the members of the DOS were being paid. Because they were hammering on Mazimefo receiving 4,000 pounds. Mazimefo is being paid. No wonder he's robust. I think he don't learn. Now he's learn. Mazimefo is now Timunanga. Very learn. But all of them were being paid. Asikechuku Guoha. All the state coordinators in Biafra land for close to 2 years. All of them were being paid. I am the only person that was not paid. And one day Ikechukwu Guoha asked me, it's not dead, it's in Aba. But what did you do to Nnamdi Kanu? Why? Because they knew I knew everything happening. I say maybe Nnamdi Kanu has a bigger plan. I said, I hope so. And sometimes Nnamdi Kanu are doing it to make me get angry. So that I say, they are appreciating everybody. But I've been working hard. All my life, since I started working, I have worked between 14 to 18 hours almost every day of my life. I work between 14 to 18 hours every day. I barely have a time to rest. And this is because I have target. And this is because of the level of assistance I have around me. I still do. In most cases, when I make broadcast, I talk on Facebook. I'm walking. I'm not crossing my leg. I abided by the principle of hard work. In fact, IPOB took everything from us. IPOB took everything from us. They can work. You think I destroyed my business? Yes, the government shut my school down. Yes, the church, they shut it down. The company, they cannot locate it because it has to be, I need to improvise. And it's still functioning in different locations. And now I don't get involved actively in the job, but I'm now training people to represent me. But of course, they cannot meet my standard. But what do we do? I still work. So if anybody have told you, oh, it's because of the money, they lie. This is how they blackmail generation after generation. We eventually become the instrument of our undoing. And I'm not saying this to let it look, I'm innocent. Biafra's IPOB under idiot Kanu, the criminal of our time, all of them are around me. Let them make a broadcast and say it's a lie. Look at criminals. All of them know. I give them house. As I'm talking to you, my building which I cannot go to, is IPOB member that are allowed to live there. They are still here within Nnamdi Kanu. I'm not quarreling them. I'm not fighting them. I say my house in Port Harcourt is IPOB members that are living there. They can't even pay me house rent. But I'm not quarreling any of them. Most of my property, they are the ones that I'm not quarreling any of them because they didn't do anything to me. These were brothers who embraced the struggle for the love of our people. And why will I judge them by the atrocity of Nnamdi Kanu? When I tell you some secret of what we do now to protect most IPOB member, you will cry. But going there will make me review certain individuals. I don't want to talk about them yet. And then Nnamdi Kanu is hiring somebody that say, nah, let's know
What they did, or majority of what they did, was for money. Uchenefo was receiving about 4,000. Was Rike even, according to what people are saying, receiving money from Nigerian government, which I somehow believe because the houses he is building and the one he has built show that, of course. Where did he get that money? The same thing as Ari Dokubo. Now, apart from these people, there are people who are receiving salary even till today for the help they are rendering. Whereby that in freedom fight, money shouldn't have been the reason anybody would join any struggle, or even position shouldn't have been. Everything would have been organically. If you are going to be a leader, it will come organically, not because they employ you. It's because what you can do and what.
They miss the lie with the truth. If you're serving, doing anything for Biafra, it should come organically. And that brings forth one truth again. I don't know anybody. I joined IPOB. Chidiberamudi was the then Biafra Land National Coordinator after removing one idiot called Chiboze Iwala. And I was there guiding them. I was there maintaining law and order. I was there initiating a process of a genuine fellowship. This was how they noticed me. And before you know, I was everywhere. I never blackmailed anybody to take any post. I never fought against anybody. Even as African rep, I was still deputizing David Njoko as River State Coordinator then. And I told him, even though I am African rep, even though I am Biafran Land National Coordinator, when we come into stage of affair as regarding River State, I can't come to the high table except when you invite me, because I don't want my presence to intimidate him, and I assume leadership of everywhere. I don't stay on the high table as a African rep at the same time Biafra Land National at the same time Igwe Kana, and so I intimidate them. I don't do that. So what are we not seeing? What are we not seeing here? Now Nnamdi Kanu documented this blackmail. They dish it out and you're eating it, enjoying it.
Because of money.
Because of money.
So money shouldn't be the reason. But there was a mistake in the beginning that the structure began to pay people money. Began to pay for recharge cards. Began to pay for salaries. Zama here and Zama there. So some people began to think that working for IPOP is actually a work. That is not a help that they come to render anymore. Some stop working. In short, even now, majority of Nnamdi Kanu's families are not working. How do they pay their house rent? How do they pay for their fuel? Their wives, some of them, no, none of their wife works. When you now tell them to go out from the IPOP, that become a problem, because they now see it as a work and they see it as their property. They see IPOP as their property. They are now thinking that this is something our brother formed, therefore we will die here. Even if you tell them that
yes, the young man has finished his story, and so whatever he's saying there doesn't make any sense. But this is what Nnamdi Kanu devotes his time to bring people to deceive you. They pay them. Now let me tell you the truth. I am broadcasting. People give me recharge card till tomorrow. In fact, some group of noble men allocate certain amount of money for me to buy data, to buy fuel, sometimes gadgets, to be able to do what I'm doing. Is that supposed to be being paid? In most cases, I'm ashamed to tell them the resources at my disposal is not enough. I still bear the burden. I still bear the pain. They're not even aware. Sometimes it's capital intensive. As I'm doing this broadcast, I'm streaming in almost 9 different apps. And I'm telling you that at the end of this program, this week, if I have the opportunity, I may have to, as well as download, over 20 gig worth of megabytes. I want to do that. It is capital intensive. And so when you give somebody money to buy a recharge card to be able to meet up with working for people, I don't think anything is bad there. And outside being supported sometimes by individuals, outside being supported to buy data, IPOB don't pay me. I uploaded a video of me in my studio sweating like how do I say it? Which animal sweat? IPOB were mocking me. See, he don't drink ogogoro. But our brother in South Africa, who is a criminal there, who ran to Israel, Israel chased all of them out. Yeah, South African guy. Don't you see where he broadcast? The other criminal in America, don't you see where they broadcast? IPOB furnished their thing. In fact, Nnamdi Kanu did everything he could. When he see, I will not dance to his tune to frustrate me. There were times all of you ran away. Only few of us stood to defend that Nnamdi Kanu then didn't die inside the supposed arrest. Today, they want to, oh, they are evil, oh, let's stop pain. This Nnamdi Kanu, there are some of you want to remove under payroll now. That's the essence of this broadcast, and to further demonize some of us. But it's not in his place to do that. Simeonekpa, repent. Neliofobu, repent. Very soon you people will understand. We are the ones that are defending you. There are things that bomb us at night, but we are the one that responds. Biafrans, let's be wise. Biafrans, let's be transparent. Biafrans, let's be sincere. Biafrans, let's tell ourselves the truth. This Nnamdi Kanu and IPONC new initiative, it will not take us anywhere. Very soon they will start shooting you in the church, killing all of you. Senior Nepa will give them kudos. Nnamdi Kanu will praise Elohim for it, and he will blame it on Fulani. But I want you to go back and check. Now our people now they kill you. Now our people now they kill you. Let us be guided. I'll bring this broadcast to an end. I just needed to respond to this nameless criminal, and also making Nnamdi Kanu understand he's deceiving himself, not us. His brother is fighting. Oh, bomb Biafra land, do unknown government. Fine boy, come and live in Abia. Stay 1 week. Your version of unknown gunmen that are looking for you will come. Benjamin Madubugu, are you still in your house? Now you see, the same process you have initiated will take care of you. But to stop this further harm from reaching our people, disassociate yourself from Nnamdi Kanu. Stop contributing money for any unknown gunmen. You're killing our people. Save Igbo life. Protect Igbo land. And make peace to return once again. Biafra agitation and the quest continue. Because Fulanis are not sleeping even a single moment regarding their agenda. And why should we sleep? I'll leave the line open temporarily in about 5 minutes if nobody calls in, because it's quite early from this part of the world. And then I'll log out. We'll continue from there later. Let us apply our heart to reasoning. Let us be reasonable. The number to call direct line is 08065875555. 08065875555. Or better still, you have access to any of my social media platform. Could be Messenger, Facebook, or WhatsApp. You're free to call in and make your contribution. Let's go home. Let's go home. Let's protect the next generation. On daily basis, one of those criminals who went to kidnap somebody in Oko, he was recognized as a community vigilante who decamp, because the money you are contributing from around the world, you are using them to sponsor unknown gunmen, and so it is paying them very well. On the line, your name and where you're calling from. Can you hear me? Caller on the line. On the line. Caller on the line. Can you hear me?
Can hear you, sir. Good morning, sir, from here.
Good morning, Agowai. Always on point. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
I greet you, sir, for the good work you are doing. I'm surprised to wake up this morning and be hearing your voice. I really thank you for the hard work, for your doggedness, both in season and out of season. You are always there in educating us. And this year program this morning really made me to confirm what I have been insinuating. Because anytime I listen to that Solomon, or what he calls himself, I notice that he's coming from somewhere. And he is always praising Simon Epa. I now notice that he is also working for IPONC, or maybe he is one of the full member of Autopilot. So this morning's broadcast really confirmed to my imagination.
Let me tell you how Nnamdi Kanu function. He will create one division to be working with Nigeria. He will create another division to be working with Fulani, then another for Yoruba, then another for Igbo, then another for neutral people. He is everywhere. The de facto government is dormant. The Biafra nation is not out yet already, because Nnamdi Kanu planted criminals everywhere, and so he knows how to change narratives. But in the end, he blackmails everybody and come out as the only righteous man. This is his end.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
And one thing again, I still confirmed to know that he is the recruit of IPONC, because they don't go by their real name. They are known as people that always project themselves with fake names because of the evil works they are doing. They never go by their real name. It's only we that didn't know that what is just Ujuru work that came into it with our real name. But what I know, like as you said it, no matter the evil they do, no matter the propaganda, no matter the lies, truth is always standing tall. When they do all their propaganda and all their blackmailing and all their lies move up and down, truth will always stand. Now, I heard the other day, Nnamdi, two of them that said Odema is dead. He was rushed to India, stroke this and that, blah blah blah. He died. After that, I was waiting to hear when the government house or Nigerian paper or any official press will carry the news. No way. I now know that exactly what they said towards Uchemefo on exactly what they narrated on his own. Was in a meeting in Dubai. As he was addressing people, he fell down. He was paralyzed. He was rushed to hospital. Blah blah blah. He died. Even to the extent that the Chinas and women brought out coffins where they said they are doing burial of their own self, not Mefo. They brought it into two different occasions. He forgot that it's not the type he brought for this one that he brought in another forum. Now, I think some of the idiots are still saying, I think they say Mefo is dead anytime they see his write-up or he is on live broadcast. I think they said he's dead. Maybe his clone is talking. Just like I say, EXPA confirmed that it's a clone of a Perima that Soludo went to visit, not the real one. So all those things he did to others, his people are doing it to him now. Look at what this Solomon, because he may think that he is wise enough. Saying and whenever I want to say the bigger lies and he didn't know how to put it, he will continue saying Look at what I think Soludo, I think he said he didn't know why Perima is arrested or he is in the hotel room where he went to visit him. I think he is seeing it now. Those people, I think they said it's not IPOP that is doing whatever they do. The unknown government they catching. So the one they neutralized yesterday, who are they now? I think he is knowing the truth now. So he's come to action now because they have beheaded his own brother and a lawmaker. If it's poor masses that are still dying, they will not bother. The same thing happened when they will be doing the thing, they will think that it will not reach them. It will reach them in one way or the other. Now he is seeing the people that are doing it. Formerly he was using it to play Kanu. But now he found out that Nigeria is not Ghana. All the ones that still remain, I would have pleaded to them to desist from that nonsense they are doing and make use of their power, their brain. Exactly what happened, they said that one of them is the vigilante. It's what they did in Ebubag. They thought that the governor of Ebonyi State is somebody they will just toil away with like that. Immediately when Ebubag was insisted, and after all their ranting on social media when Perima was outside, they now sent some of their men and they planted them inside the bag. They came and they were recruited, and he thought that he's going to work out for him. You don't know that they are doing them screening from one stage to the other. See, when all of them were eliminated, and that's why anytime they do something anyhow or they work out to their current movement, they will be gone down. Then they will come to social media and they will start shouting, DSS is now killing Ebubag, or they will say ESN is now killing Ebubag, or they will say Ebubag is now killing APUD members. They know what they are doing. That thing they did, it didn't work for them in Ebo State. That's what they are doing now in Anambra. Immediately any security activity is launched by the owner of the state, they will go and they plant their own there. Just like as you said, every group, every platform, they must send their agents there to go and be gathering information for them, because they think that they are going to take the whole Igbo land and become emperor. They don't know that it will never work. Igbos are not known for one person to be ruling over them. No. They say Igbos have no king. It doesn't mean that they don't have king. They have king, but in a democratic way. You will not come up and say whatever you say is the final. If your cabinet members and the masses will decide what they want, and that thing they want is what you will do. So there's nothing like emperor in Igbo land. Let them just stop and desist from it, because it will never work for them. I know all this rubbish they are doing. That these people brought to our land. We are not known by all this nonsense they are doing. He went to copy what Boko Haram people are doing, and the one that Bangladesh are doing. He copied all of them and joined them together and brought it in Igbo land, thinking that it will work. He didn't know that our ancestors are there very much alive. It will not work because it's not our culture. It will never work. It will never work. See how they are neutralizing them. Like as the policeman said, you went and do the juju and tie all over your body, hoping that that thing will help you. Why you know that you are doing evil? Some of the guns you are going with, you stole it from the people you want to kill. You think that the gun will help you when you want to use it and execute the work, and the chance will help you when you want to operate evil. If you go with the pure heart and the killing hand, and you did not commit any evil, even ordinary, there's an adage in our place that is snake. If you cause a snake in the righteous way, it's only grass you will use to kill that snake, no matter how dangerous that snake is. So if they are going with clean hand and the pure heart, they don't even need to go with jam or charm. That land, the ancestors will lead you, their spirit will lead you, and God in heaven will also protect you. He will be your shield. Not when you are going to all manner of juju house and using it to commit all manner of evil, you think that you have arrived. And look at BIAFRA that didn't know anything. He's hiding under Solomon King. You are hiding under that place to start mentioning the names of cannibals, to say what you don't know. Just like I said, that the other day, we hired somebody to come and give a testimony concerning Chimobio calf. He didn't even know the name of the person he's talking about. There's no rubbish. He did not say that day because he want to change the narrative. I don't know how long they will lie rich before they will turn back from their evil ways. And I thank God the cause may fall on them, and the land is working seriously against them. I think I saw the one, the Solomon one idiot made the other day, is now facing Master Prophet. Master Prophet now is getting it hot with Chickedism. He said that even if Ekperima come out and still believe in Chickedism, he himself will drop the agitation. As if there's any time they are agitating, it's the money they are dragging, money this, money that. You will never say anything without mentioning money, because they thought that the people will continue to be foolish and be giving them money as we were doing before, and they are eating large, living large, eating fat with the blood of our innocent children. Now the people have started waking up to know the truth behind the whole thing. They are now antagonizing themselves in one way or the other. And it's just the beginning. It's just a case that is still working. Oil has not started. Nkwo has not started, talking of Afo. That 4 market days and the 4 elemental bodies, it's only one part of them that is still working on them. By the time all of them will come fully, I think they have started nakeding themselves, showing their naked pictures, whether photoshopped or real one, they are master of both Photoshop and both propaganda. That thing they did to others, now they are doing it to themselves, and they will continue dancing naked like that when monkey will go market, it will not return again. I thank you, Biafra, for the good work you are doing. Let me just pin it here because the day is still new and today is work. So they will kill themselves. They will be the one that will continue exposing themselves in the process that they want to expose another person. I think Nwakoda said that he is dragon himself, and anybody that want to do any just to him should go home and look for the best native doctor, that he is spirit himself. And now he confessing that ordinary woman tied everybody together, including himself. You see, meaning that the powers he claimed that he has no power. Oh, I thank you very much. We go nowhere. We will continue watching, because definitely our nation must be restored, either today, tomorrow, or next tomorrow to come. And there's nothing we can do about it. Rather than that must be done. So let them continue dancing naked. Whatever they like, let them do or say. It will not even reach the one they said before or they did before, and we still survive it till today. Whatever evil they plan towards us will not definitely go back to them, and so shall it be. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good work.
Thank you. God bless you. And of course, we are not in a hurry to make our people see the truth. You will resist the truth for a while, but you will come intense with it. You will embrace it later on. Our message on this platform remains two ways: making the component member state trapped inside one Nigerian to understand that division of Nigeria remains the only option. Let Yoruba, everybody go their separate way. That remains the only light of development, advancement, civilization ever imagined to be possible. And for the people of Biafra, while we are on this process, disassociate yourself from Nnamdi Kanu. It's as simple as that. Disassociate yourself from his criminal activity. Look at that's the messing up everywhere. I will sign up at this moment. Don't believe their lies. Don't patronize their lies. They're no longer doing anything about Biafra restoration. They're just enriching themselves, living in past glory and seeking for vain glory, for that matter. On this note, I want to appreciate you, Agumwai, for joining me. And of course, I will move to bring this program to an end. Don't forget, we are not in a hurry and we are not going anywhere. Goodbye and do have a nice day.
Land of the right side, John Lovine, my original legend.